that product you see outside is one of our kind of recent units, but the very first unit we put out there, we did incredibly fast. It took about 7 months from essentially starting the design process to having it live in situ charging a car. And that's what we called our CV, a concept validation model. And you have to start with that early prototyping, get the experience of it, understand if there's enough interest from the industry, whether it works the way you want it to, whether you've got dimensions right, whether the user experience is right. And that prototype can then be turned into a product which you can then sell. So it was about another year from the concept through to the first, what we call a DV, a design validation unit, that we could then have as a sale unit to customer. And actually the first DV unit proved that there was some issues with the DV, so we moved on to the second DV unit really quickly. So that fast iteration is actually one of the reasons I ended up leaving aerospace, because it takes about 10 years to get your product into service there. In automotive, it's kind of like a kind of 2 or 3 year process, and in infrastructure, we do it even quicker than that, like a year. So that rapid prototyping, rapid iteration, and kind of what you said earlier about over-the-air updates, being able to have software-defined functionality that you can then fix, repair, upgrade, change the characteristics of. That is all about the way to get infrastructure out there, the way to get the EV solutions out there, and there's this famous expression about, does it make the boat go faster? This is a climate crisis. We have to make the transition happen faster. Anything we're doing that is pontificating, that is indecision, that paralysis is not going faster. So design, prototype fast, iterate quickly, and stop spending all too much time thinking about it, get on and do it, and then make it better, and make every new product that comes out a little bit better.
Because of course design engineering is an iterative process by its very nature. There is simply no way that you're going to get it right the first time. You have to make it slightly wrong, realise that doesn't work, and make it again. So I guess just start building quite early on and get that trial and error process going as soon as possible, right?
Absolutely. You can spend so much time thinking about problems that don't exist, and you completely overlook the problems that do exist. So build it, experience it, fix those problems first.
That's just good life advice that we're giving out now. Can we just acknowledge? These are words to live by. Okay, and what's the state of affairs with the product at this moment in time? Where are we at with 3TI?
So we're essentially in serial production at this point. So we're now producing those units. We've got a lot of them out in the field. We are, so bear in mind we do big solar car parks, megawatt scale projects as well. This is a product that we can drop into a site at relatively short notice. I'm saying this, my electrician's on the front row here looking at me going, grid connections, grid connections. But no, it's a product that's out there, and we're able to deploy quickly. We've popped it down here for the weekend. We'll have it down in Farnborough. We had it in London a few weeks ago. And that product is ready in service for people to come and buy and use from us.
That is immensely exciting, and again, it just feels like a complete no-brainer of an idea. I think in France, they're basically making it mandatory to cover all new car parks in solar arrays because it's free real estate, isn't it? Guys, we're running out of time. I think we've done a fairly good job of covering a real spectrum of things in quite a short amount of time.